What's up, y'all? What's up? This is Dr. Yolanda Henderson, and I am the hostess of the Holistic Cannabis Show. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. I'm always joined by my wonderful co-host,
Mr. Henderson. Y'all see that bright light on my forehead? Mr. Henderson.
because he never wears these glasses. So are you sure you're Mr. Henderson today? What's your ego, your personality today?
Today, I'm Virgoing. For the next 30 days, I'm Virgoing, buddy.
All right, so let's go ahead and tell them where we watch the show and how they can view the show and the replay.
You can log on to statusnetwork.net, download the app. All right, log on to statusnetwork.net, Manifest TV, Holistic Cannabis Show.
Mm-hmm.
You call in today to shout out your favorite Virgo. I ain't saying you got to shout me out, but everybody, everywhere, know a Virgo. So today, shout them Virgos out.
Miss Nia Henderson is going to be 5 years old on September 14th, the day after that.
That's right. You can call in at 470-251-4647. You can Instagram us at manifesttv.status, Facebook, Status Network LLC, Periscope and Twitter, status_network_. If you got a Fire Stick or a Roku, you can Status Network, Manifest TV. You want to go back and watch the replay, you can Manifest TV off YouTube.
Yeah, so again, big birthday shouts out to you, Mr. Henderson.
Virgos Virgoing. It is I. It is me. It's also our 11th
11.
wedding anniversary.
Yeah, we did that 11 years ago. Woo-hoo. Shouts out, countdown.
We've been together for 2008 all the way to right now. She's been Virgoing with me every month, every year, since 2008.
Y'all want to know how I did it, don't you? Well, didn't nobody
It's
tell
easy to
me.
love on a Virgo.
Didn't nobody tell me and give me the rules to this thing.
It's easy to love on a Virgo. All you got to do is let the Virgo Virgo.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
We ain't difficult. We the easiest sign on the zodiac chart.
The meanest sign.
The meanest sign is a Taurus. The wildest sign, man, because my son, Trey,
He's Gemini.
man, whatever he is, man, he in May. He just ain't right. You know what I'm saying? But that's my boy. You know what I'm saying? But my daughter, Nia, the one that y'all saw in the picture with the dress on, hey, that girl right there, sweet as apple pie, man. Look at that smile.
Sweet.
Can't tell me that don't burn you up. Boy, they two peas in a pod
They
right
are.
there.
Just
Right?
the two
Got
of
the
them.
cold water and the hot water, the yin and the yang, the daytime and the nighttime. Man, say, that's my spot right there. All right? And other September birthdays, I got my niece, Katie Renee. Yeah,
All right,
her
Katie.
birthday. I
Happy
got my
birthday.
cousin Mario Reed. It was
Happy
his
birthday.
birthday. Got my other little cousin Christian Hollis. It was his birthday too. Shout out to my auntie Marietta. It was her birthday too.
And it's gonna be the day, same day as yours.
Her
So,
birthday is
13th.
September the 14th, the
14th.
same day as my baby sister Marion.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
And
Look
look
at
at
that
Mr.
Virgo one.
That
I'm
Virgo.
telling you
All the way.
that's what we do.
In Vegas.
That's what we do all the way in Vegas. No matter where we at, you find a Virgo, we're gonna be somewhere Virgoing.
Okay, bossy.
I wouldn't say bossing. We just doing what Virgos do. Now Virgos gonna hit you with the organization skills out the world. All right, Virgos are the most efficient out of all the zodiac signs. We are the most efficient. We come up with the plan. We hit you with the structure. All we got to do is execute it. Now, execution ain't our thing. Execution is not our thing. But structuring, we going to put the plan together. We going to raise it. And then we're going to be like, all right, hit the Sagittarius.
That's right.
And it's just going to be that.
And we're going to set the Ties it off. All right. So, in other news, we are also proud to be an American today, and we are honoring those who lost their lives in 9/11 because today is September the 11th, and it is marks that anniversary that we don't like to go back and remember, but it is what it is, and we remember those who lost their lives and their families who suffered in silence with them, and also to those who joined the military in hopes to protect and serve the United States of America. Also, September is Suicide Prevention Awareness Month. So if you have friends and family members, especially those who have served in the military, and you want to honor them this month, is a great time to do so in honoring those who to prevent suicide. Right. Check on your family. Check on that friend that doesn't that smiles all the time, or who may not have an outlet or someone to talk to. Check on them. All right, so we have a quick video reminding us of September 11th. If you want to share your story and where you were at, you have the number. Mr. Henderson, give them the number again.
470-251-4647.
All right, so we're going to watch this quick clip, and after this, we'll talk about cannabis.
Lord bless those people.
Yes, Lord.
And people that was impacted by the egregiousness of September the 11th. I'll never forget where I was that day.
Where was you at?
Working.
Was at work? What happened?
Yeah, I was at work. I was at work chilling.
Okay.
And I was a bill collector for California Federal Bank. I'll never forget it. I was on my way to work, driving down 635 in Dallas, Texas. And they had said something about it on the radio. Oh, no, a plane had struck the first joint. By the time I got up to my 13th floor office, by the time I got up there, they had it on all the screens in the whole floor where I worked at. And they was showing the video of the first tower.
Right.
Then it immediately switched to, oh my God, there's another plane. And the second tower. And then Flight 93, and then the Pentagon. In that order, that's how it came on TV. PTSD from that affected everybody. Just like the thought of having an uncontrolled virus. Just like other situations that have occurred in the country that seem like it was just terroristic. The Oklahoma City bombing. See, we can go back and trace and look at those atrocities, those tragic events. But the only thing that I still will say, like a wolf in the night, follow the money. I will be the wise voice crying out to the wilderness forever. Always follow the money. That will lead you to the exact players. No, all this talk lately been about justice, justice, justice. Justice is the validation of truth. That's what justice is. It's the execution of righteousness on those who are evil and tyrannical. That's what justice equals. But how do you get justice when the people involved are tyrants? How do you get justice when the whole truth is not put out there? You had a whole commission, a whole report, and none of them told the truth. They said that they had 19 hijackers on those planes. And the funny part about it, on that day, September the 11th, all the flights from LaGuardia Airport was already blocked out The manifest sheets for those airplanes that was supposedly quote unquote involved in hitting that tower, those planes, the manifest was missing. Now, I don't know how many of y'all take flights and have ever been on an airplane, but y'all do know that every time an airplane takes off, it has a manifest with a list of the people's names. Why we didn't get the list of those people's names? Only thing you heard on the plane was 19 hijackers. Was those planes occupied? Let's go pull the leaseholders' signatures from those towers and see how many people was actually in those towers.
Wasn't the dude that was trying to fight the pilot or something too?
Yeah, that was on Flight 93. We're going to get to Flight 93 in a second. Because, see, you got to dissect the situation at hand, y'all. And I'm not trying to make light of this situation that happened to them people, but I ain't trying to talk about it for the whole show either. So we're going to hurry this up. You said you had 19 hijackers. You mean to tell me everybody on both of them planes' bodies just instantly burned up? There was no way to get a DNA test. It all went up in flames. Where's the blood? Where's the crime scene? So I'm saying the crime scene in the air on the ground. See, don't nobody know. But yet and still you had a lot of Americans impacted because now even if anybody survived, guess what? They survived with breathing issues. See? You have loss of life at a massive casual scale. Now, let's do a real quick link. There was some affiliation between the Bush family and the bin Laden family. There were some business dealings that was going on with that family, allegedly, that the Bush family owed a lot of money to the royal bin Ladens. The bin Laden family and the policies that was going on in the Middle East at that time, the way that everything unfolded in the Middle East, it was either retaliation or a hit. And so what happened was the bin Laden family, they needed, not the bin Laden family, but they needed a way to usher in scaring you in public and telling you that they're doing it in the name of safety. It's just ironic to me that right after that event, we had the Patriot Act. The Patriot Act was passed at midnight while the voters slept. Out of 100% of the politicians who was involved in that Patriot Act, only 3% of them read that act. That act was this thick. None of the politicians had time to read it. They just passed it. And in there, your right to privacy, gone. Just like that. Mm-hmm. Your phones, all transmissions, just like that, can be intercepted by your government. Why do the government need that? After that, the United States launched an offensive on a sovereign nation, Iraq. This mission was originally called Operation Iraqi Liberation. At the time that the President of the United States, George W. Bush, was the president, he was also on a board for an oil company, y'all. Now, go figure this. After we start connecting the dots and seeing that you actually went to war in Iraq over oil, the name was changed to Operation Iraqi Freedom. See that? We went into that joint, we tried to seize control of the oil reserves. Try to privatize and take it for ourselves. See, but this the part of history that you ain't gonna tell. Why? Because it's easier to keep you living in tragedy than to tell you the truth. We gotta wake up and demand answers from our politicians. about this and others and things to come. The government got to get put in check. They have to be kept in check. And if anybody don't agree in the corruption that's going on in the government, follow the money.
All right. Great info, Mr. Henderson. We appreciate your knowledge and your research into 9/11. You have a lot of great valid points, as well as Iraqi freedom was when I joined the military. So I did so in hopes that we could, help our country with our patriotism and our togetherness. And plus, they was giving out a $30,000 sign-on bonus. So I was just like, you know what? And it was going to pay for my education. So I decided to do so. But you know what? Yeah, those feelings about the wars and things like that. So I mean, we're also at war right now. We're in the middle of helping with another war, and I just feel like we should, I'll be in prayer for those who joined and at this time, and those who don't know what they're really going into when they join in the military, and however,
they don't know. They don't know.
Yeah.
They don't know.
Sending out prayers and again, to those families who lost their lives joining the war and who lost their lives in the war on Iraq. We will be celebrating on Veterans Day, and the way that it coincides with cannabis, it's really easy because cannabis is a topic that we have been in war on or at war with for
another war.
A long time.
Another war.
So if you think about how we fight for freedom, and we're supposed to be the greatest land on the planet Earth, the greatest country, but we still have people who are suffering and who can't have free access to cannabis or medical cannabis as you would, especially those veterans who have served and fought for the freedoms that this country is supposed to not have.
Exactly.
And so again, that freedom of your medical alternative medicine, as I would call cannabis right now at this point, because we have seen the evidence and the proof that cannabis is an alternative medication, and it helps with different disorders like PTSD. They have shown the reports. And it's not something we just made up. We can't make this stuff up, And so we just want to give our big shouts out to those who don't know. Once you know, just understand that we're dealing with something beyond us, and this is something that is going to take togetherness, prayer, and work. They say that we can vote it out, but we're not necessarily sure how we're going to be able to vote our way when they're stealing votes. They're hindering ballots. They're doing all kinds of things in our society that we live in, and we have to all be real when it comes to checking ourselves and checking those around us. So we always have to stay cognizant and stay educated on situations, and not just speak on things thinking that you're educated in that arena when you've never been there or you don't know the truth and the whole story behind it. All right, so we're going to go ahead and talk about some more topics and go into our credit session, but we're going to show this quick commercial about credits and joining us over at the Atlanta, Georgia Academy of Cannabis Science.
All right. Credit segment right here is brought to you today by www.nthcredit.net. Yeah, 888-959-2093. All right. Question of the day, discussion of the day right here. What's the fastest way to improve my credit score? Fastest way. Sign up for Rent Reporter, sign up for Kickoff, grab your credit builder account like Self or Credit Strong, and guess what? A secure credit card. Secure credit cards is ranked in the most highest weighted section of the credit score. Payment history. The reason why is when you get that credit card, it's a revolving payment. So every 30 days you're making a payment. Your credit score is based on the majority part of it is how you pay your bills. Installment loans, they run out. Eventually you pay that off and it's gone. A car, you pay for it, and when you get to the end of your term, it's yours. A revolving credit card though, you're gonna keep on paying. There's no expiration. Every month that you pay, every month is getting reported what you paid if you paid on time. So go get you a secure card. There's no credit check on that secure card. You use your own money to back that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're gonna get your 5 of them. Mm-hmm. All right. Go to a bank. Your bank will give you 2 of them. Go to another bank, get 2 more. You can go on my website, go to Credit Rebuilders, and guess what? I got 3 of them right there. Bam.
Okay.
All right. 30
so
days. Pay it on time.
Right. And we have a quick flyer on that educates you on credit. If we can get that pulled up, and Mr. Henderson, you can discuss what you just said, and so our viewers can see that as well.
All right. Credit score is determined by 5 factors of different importance. We just got through talking about the payment history. 38% of it is your payment history. 30% is the amounts owed, right? What your balance are on those revolving accounts. What your balance is on that car or that mortgage, all right? 15% of it is your length of history. How long you had that account. Was it 1 year or 2 years? Preferably the older the better, all right? Because there's more establishment into your trade line. 10% of your score is made up of new credit, all right? So when you go and get that secure card, that's why you go get a secure card, because it's automatically new credit. You ain't got to worry about a denial. 10% is the type of credit used or the credit mix. We talk about that all the time. Revolving, installment, mortgages, cars, all right? Student loans also. More credit score factors reveal 45% of college students don't know their credit score. If you fit in that category and you don't know your credit score, there are ways that you can get your credit report. The FCRA entitles you to have a copy of all 3 reports every year, free at no charge. MyFICO.com, CreditKarma.com, NTHCredit.net. Go on there to order my credit report. Boom, I got it for you. 52% in adults in America haven't viewed their credit score in the past year. The only way that they know that their credit is bad is when they go and apply for something and they get denied. All right? Or when they go and apply for something and they get it, but they can't understand why it's so expensive. All right? 9 open credit cards is the average per consumer. 9 credit cards, all right? And guess what? You're behind on about 70% of them. That every time that the feds talk about an interest rate increase, all right? Just think about that. 20% or less should be the credit limit target that you're shooting for when you're trying to get your credit squared away, all right? Most people with the bad credit is men, because we out there paying for everything. All right, 43% of the women, they got good credit. They're not paying for nothing. NTHCredit.net, we out here.
Awesome. All right, y'all heard it here. NTHCredit.net is where you can go to get your credit straightened out, restored, and get educated on what you need to maintain your great credit, right? All right, so we have some great other news that's such as some information on your health and wellness and cannabis. So let's take a look at the news in cannabis. There's a study that shows CBD oil is safe and effective in the treatment of autism-related symptoms. And then there's no surprise that yet another survey shows a majority of voters support state legal cannabis businesses to have access to banking services. Now it's up to the U.S. Senate to pass the Safe Banking Act. The cards are stacked against cannabis consumers in the Silver State. The Nevada Supreme Court says employees who consume off the job for non-medical purposes can be fired by their employers for failing a drug test. Patients with Tourette's syndrome may benefit from cannabis as long as it has adequate THC. And the latest news in Normal remembers Barbara Herrich. And so the details are on the Normal website, NORML. And then Normal opted prohibitionists feared democracy more than marijuana. All right, and then there's a survey that most voters support federal banking reforms for licensed marijuana retailers. Again, that goes to the safe banking. We can't get bank accounts because of the federal legalization. And then in California, governor signs bill prohibiting doctors from discriminating against medical, and that's supposed to be marijuana. Okay? And
wow.
So clinical trial vaporized cannabis shows limited efficacy for various symptoms of Tourette's syndrome. Subjects exhibited modest improvements following the administration of THC-dominant cannabis, but they failed to demonstrate their similar improvements following the use of lower potency varieties. So that's just like your low dose THC oil, which is legal in Georgia, versus your regular THC, which is legal in California and Colorado and other states. Action alert. So let's do this. Federal. Support the Cannabis Administration and Opportunity Act, or COA. Ask representatives to support the DANK Cannabis Research Act. So there's a new research act we're going to talk about next week. And then urge senators to support safe banking and veteran medical cannabis protections in the NDAA until President Biden follow through on your commitment to expunge marijuana records. We need them to go ahead and get those records expunged. All right, so Normal in the media learn as attitudes change. More states are enacting laws protecting employees who use cannabis while away from the job. And then there's science. Yet another study debunks lazy stoner stereotype. And in Pennsylvania, states offers window of opportunity for those seeking pardons for low-level cannabis convictions. And then in Missouri, lawmakers hear praise, pushbacks on marijuana legalization petition. And in the society, for first time, self-reported cannabis use outpaces use of cigarettes. All right. And then there's a new study that says that cannabis consumption not linked to changes in motivation. Investigators concluded our results may help to reduce the stigma experienced by people who use cannabis. And then there's a study that says cannabis mitigates pain in patients with refractory gastroparesis, is associated with improvements in hospital mortality. So patients who consume cannabis possess better hospitalization outcomes, including decreased length of stay and improved in-hospital mortality as compared to those with no history of use. All right, so y'all hear it. The news is in. We can't make this stuff up, and it's really important that we get educated, guys. So we're now enrolling. We are pending approval through Georgia non-post-secondary through the deputy director. So we're just waiting on one more signature, and we can do in person all over Georgia, and we're already doing online. So that's great that anyone who wants to take an online class can come and do online classes anywhere in the United States. Your certificates are valid anywhere in the United States. And we're just working with our nonprofit an alliance with the Gift of Life Community Home, which is our nonprofit organization that helps in the community with holistic wellness for the whole family. We did just start a new magazine. Well, the magazine is already existing, but it is allowing us to include our information and sponsor our new sponsors and members. So you become a member of the Gift of Life Community Home, you can post your ads in our magazine. The Gift of Life Community Home Institute course catalog, and of course we have some inserts and things. We got our proof of the magazine, so we're excited about that. That's Start Healthy, Have a Fun and Fit Fall. And then there's for our business partners, we want to thank everyone for joining in our business and being included inside of those magazines. And those are real actual magazines that get sent out. All right, so our vitamins and their benefits. I want to talk a little bit about this. So if you can hold that there, Healthy Vision Plus Skin, you're going to want your vitamin A's. All right, they prevent dry eyes, aids in sensory abilities. You want to eat sweet potatoes, carrots, leafy vegetables, sweet red peppers. Your B vitamins are going to be great carbohydrates to energy metabolisms. So you want to get those B vitamins to improve the nervous system, and you can get B vitamins from eating black beans, sunflower seeds, lentils, and tuna. All right, and then B2 is great for complexion, which helps the body break down fat, also proteins and carbs, and you also can get those B2 nutritional benefits from lean meats, milk, green vegetables, and fortified cereals. Now, B3 is another nervous system and digestion aid. It helps with maintaining healthy nervous system and good digestion. So you can eat tuna, turkey breast, and chicken breast to get more B3. Now for your immune system, all right, everybody pretty much knows what to eat, but vitamin C helps to boost the immune system and reduces wrinkles. And you can eat your citrus, your spinach, peppers, broccoli, strawberries, mango, kiwi, and kale. We're going to talk about more about our health and wellness, because health and wellness is a lot. It has a lot to do with your healing and getting your body back into your proper homeostasis, along with the medical cannabis. All right, and so we want to thank our sponsors today. Also, if you can pull those sponsors up who, diligently help us out. Miss Joy over at Joy's Pottery. She has the best CBD products, so we want to shout her out for that. Also, Miss Jacqueline Morris, who is a wonderful independent beauty consultant in Riverdale. All right, we want to shout you out again, Miss Jackie Morris, for being Ocean's Best Sea Moss owner. She has some wonderful flavored sea moss. I could just eat it straight out the jar. It's so good. All right, and then Mr. Henderson.
Big Shot Entertainment. I want to thank you for sponsoring.
All right, Big Shot Entertainment has that nice intro music. We want to all get someone to sing to. All right, so this is our Start Healthy magazine content page. I forgot I added this one. So it's just a brief synapse of the contents of the magazine, and then it gives you a letter from me, and it's a dear letter. I can't read it, it's kind of far away, but it's just to let you all know that we have this wonderful wellness journey going on. There's a lot of people who have not started being healthy, but they can start now. So it's just a welcome to Start Healthy magazine. Start Healthy is a comprehensive guide to a healthier, happy life. This 48-page publication features articles on wholesome recipes, insight on fitness trends, adventurous travel ideas, mental wellness, and targeted facts in oral health, heart, and brain health. Engaging articles and invaluable lifestyle advice makes Start Healthy magazine beloved by health and wellness enthusiasts and those wanting to know more. This magazine gives me the chance to stay in touch with all of the people I have had the pleasure to work with over the years. And if you're interested in receiving your own free subscription of Start Healthy, please email or call me with your name and home address, and I will be sure to add you to my mailing list. All right, so there you go.
Amen.
All right, so look who died. The Queen died. Queen Elizabeth death. Live updates. Britain mourns the longest serving monarch. She died at 96 years old. The Queen had been under medical supervision at the Balmoral. All right, so we just want to send out our condolences. And then, of course, bittersweet is just something that just kind of transitions from the Queen's death to the, congratulations of the King. It's like, not even a minute later, you know. So we was just, you know, happy to hear that Britain is they had two type of things going on. They had a death and they had a king that just entered. So
yeah, somebody always got to take the place.
they got to take the place, you know. But just,
I wonder how things gonna look different now though, because the one that been quiet all this time, finally he gets the microphone.
Okay. We had get a chance to hear his side of the story, huh?
Man, he ain't got no side of the story.
He's a
He been
quiet
acting
gentleman.
his story.
Yes.
That guy right there.
Yes, he has.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Rest in peace, though, Queen. Rest in peace, Queen. Hey, don't she kind of look like the lady from the Wendy's commercial? Where's the beef?
No.
Where's the beef? It's in heaven. The beef is in heaven.
All right, so that's hilarious and sad at the same time.
Man, it's
'cause
tragic, man.
Yes. Mr. Henderson, do you have a strain of the day? We didn't get to pick one out.
The strain of the day is the one. The strain of the day
Don't say it. I already know what you was going to say.
is Scooby Snacks. Scooby Snacks is an indica OG strain.
All right.
All right. That strain right there is high in trichomes. It smells citrusy. It make it hard for you to pronounce easy words.
Okay.
You're gonna sleep. You're gonna sleep. Everything's gonna be funny. You're gonna get the gigglies. It's good for anxiety. It's good for pain relief.
Okay.
But not as good as other strains, all right? Not as good as other strains for pain relief.
Okay.
But it's good for that too. You know, they say laughter is good for the soul. So is a Scooby Snack.
All right, yeah. So Leafy talks about it. Scooby Snacks. If you want to learn more about Scooby Snacks, go to leafly.com
Or just
Way of
ask.
Leafly. And you can get the details, find out where it comes from. Of course, it has flavors: coffee, earthy, lemon, and sweet. And the effects, of course, is an appetite, the euphoria, and the relaxation. And it is the 22% of a hybrid THC dominant strain, and you want to get that for all of those medicinal needs. Now, if you need a card and you do not have a medical cannabis card, before you get fired or before someone says something to you or your family about your consumption of cannabis, we would like to help you out. Give me a call. My number to be reached is 1-888-959-2093, or you may dial the school's number at 404-631-6360 to enroll. All right, so we want to thank you, everyone, again for watching the show. Do you have anything else you'd like to add, Mr. Henderson?
It's football time in the city.
Yes, it is.
The Falcons got beat
Uh-oh.
by the Saints.
All right, shouts out to the Georgia Bulldogs and
Shout out to you.
everyone.
They gave them an uppercut.
38-0.
Samson better not never ask to play UJ again after that uppercut right there. They got beat 2-0.
That's right. And we're awaiting the game tonight against the Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. Go Packers.
Yeah. Now, I'm going to tell you now, my Packers, they face an uphill battle.
They do.
My man's, my
Aaron
conductor,
Rodgers.
he don't want to conduct. See, we crossed him out, left him out of the front office talks, left him out of the deals, made him feel like he was just a quarterback. So now, he going to get his quarters back.
Uh-oh.
You feel me?
Uh-oh.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, this season, I don't know, man. I'm kind of on the fence about it. But one thing I ain't on the fence about, book them Cowboys. I ain't on the fence about that. Hey, man, shout out to the Broncos. The Broncos picked up Rusty Wilson. You know what I'm saying? Boom. Mr. Trick or Treat himself.
All right.
Shout out to the 49ers. Shout out to the Bills. The Bills was smashing this weekend. Shout out to the Patriots. Man, if you're a Patriot fan, you better enjoy this season right here. You got number 14 on it. You better make the stand.
All right.
You better make the stand, Patriots fans. Hey, man, the Falcons, hey, man, they just had football practice. How you let them folks win right at the end of the game?
Okay.
How, man? How? Now, don't get me wrong now. The Aints came in there and did what they did. They capitalized at the last
Shouts out
quarter.
to Bill.
They capitalized and ran off on a mistake. Falcons would have had this in the bag. Shout out to Jackson State.
Jackson.
Putting it down again. The Heritage Classic. It ran off. This the last time hometown that you gonna see Jackson State University Tigers versus the Tennessee State University Tigers. It was Tiger eat Tiger madness for years in Memphis, Tennessee. But guess what? That contract is up. Remember I told y'all earlier about contracts. That contract is up. Coach Dion said, hey man, he glad to see that it's over with. So now he could go ahead and try to do something different, try to put the Tigers in a different situation. Prayers for the city of Jackson. I saw your water. It was coming out the water faucet like coffee.
Ew.
Hey man, y'all need to find out how to donate them folks in Jackson, Mississippi some water, man. Don't let me be the only one, man.
All right. If you'd like to donate some water, give us a call at 888-959-2093. We travel to Jackson pretty often. We can go and deliver it through the Gift of Life Community Home. This is a nonprofit organization, and we're real serious about that now.
There you go.
They need water.
They need water, man. They need water to live, man.
That's right. All right. And also, we're hiring. So if you did not get the memo, we're still hiring ages 16 to 24. And we want your youth to be able to work with us. All right. So we have on-the-job training in food service management, business startup, retail, hospitality, logistics, security, finance, agriculture, and hemp, of course, the Cannabis Academy, medical, and more, creating entrepreneurs in a city near you. All right. Shouts out to all the partners and sponsors who are getting that squared away for our young adults to get off the streets and have a little bit of money in their pockets for our homeless youth. All right. So if you know a youth that's seeking employment, and this could be in Dallas, this could be in Georgia, this could be in Missouri, this could be in Oklahoma, this could be anywhere where there is a youth who needs a job. So give us a call today. Don't wait till tomorrow. We're looking for those youth. All right, so we want to thank everyone again for watching the show. It was a pleasure having y'all as our viewers, and if you all have any questions or concerns, we want to be able to talk with you all about cannabis next week. And you can email us at the Gift of Life Community Home, or you can email us at the Holistic Cannabis Show at gmail.com with your questions or comments about the show. We would love to hear from you and give you a prize for responding. All right, so until next time, peace.
Go out and get that DJ Khaled. Go out there.